Welcome to an Exile. Here's a little spat.
Issue
but why are
is
you
that they're
getting mad?
older.
Why are you getting?
I'm getting mad because
Mika isn't sure if she's in love with Joe Biden more than she's in love with Gavin Newsom. I'll unpack that, then we'll get back into that argument towards the end of the show, because this actually ends up being revelatory about how the Democrats are thinking of Joe Biden's chances against Trump.
Gavin Newsom might say, and did in this interview, he was talking about Joe Biden's strength.
She keeps bringing up Gavin Newsom. I keep bringing him up because I believe he will be the candidate. I think Joe Biden's going to be on the out.
The strength of his presidency.
Strength. Surely she's not talking about Biden's physical strength.
And what he's been able to accomplish. I know everybody's lurching to, Gavin Newsom should run for president. He wants to run for president.
Everyone's lurching toward Gavin Newsom because he's not a decomposing corpse.
How about speaking about the wins of this presidency in a strong and aggressive way? We need Democrats to do that.
You're not talking strong enough about Biden, Democrats. Did you hear that? Mika's telling you, get out there and you get to work.
And I think that's what Gavin Newsom did and can do for the Biden presidency.
Hey, Gavin, go out and cheerlead for Joe Biden some more, because you have the energy and you have the grit and you have the anger.
Which is in some ways sort of watching these indictments go by and watching the primary process go by, but probably should be punching harder about the wins that they have.
This sounds like a Democrat plan to get out other candidates. Remember, they need Obama to help drag Biden over the finish line. They'll get out Gavin Newsom, not Kamala Harris. They're going, no, don't put her out there. We need Oprah Winfrey. We need normal people out there.
You have a guy who actually has some really strong economic indicators out there.
He's made history in this presidency.
You look at the bipartisan legislation being passed.
I just like watching Mika's responses up close.
Only for Ukraine, but NATO expanding beyond the dreams of any former president. You look at
so many
things. So that's one side of the story. Peter, the other side of the story.
No Democrats are buying it. Democrats keep coming back and saying over and over again to Joe Scarborough behind the scenes, we got to get rid of Biden. This is not going to work.
They can read the poll numbers. They see the lack of enthusiasm among other about Democrats about Biden from 24 onward.
They're not just unenthusiastic about him for 2024. They're unenthusiastic about him right now.
To have Joe Biden's problems. They would love to, that their only issue is that they're older.
Okay, now comes the fight of the century.
Why are you getting
I'm getting mad because
upset that every Democrat you talk to says this?
Because get over it. He's your candidate. Start talking about be like Gavin Newsom. Do better. Do better. There's a lot to talk about.
So they're going into desperation mode and they're starting to fall apart now. Stay right here. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm Doug in Exile.